Now, this one move will take you to pro level ball striking in seconds, and you'll never hear anyone tell you to do this. And this is keeping that left side of your hips down as you're turning and moving into the downswing. So this is so crucial. This is that move you're missing to be able to create that lovely ball flight and beautiful strike straight away. So why is it so good? Is because it creates, when you have that left hip going down as you turn into downswing, as you can see there with just one hand, look at that lovely bit of shaft lean. So you're going to see that really good forward shaft lean, which we see all the best players in the world do, which is essential to have, of course, pro level ball striking like that. And why that's the case is because when this left hip stays down as we turn into the downswing, is because it blends the weight shift, which moves the low point forward, we all need that, with the rotation of the body, which those two blended together create that nice effortless shaft lean. So many golfers, oh, just like that, they always think, okay, how am I going to get the weight shift and the turn together? It's hard to do. The downswing happens in just under a second. It's almost impossible to think of both of them isolated. So that's where the hip, left hip going down the round, blends them together. Because when you do this motion, it gets your pressure and weight shifting. But because it's the left hip going down and around, that gets the rotation in there, really loads that pressure, gets you turning through the golf ball. We never see anyone talk about this. You see every single top player in the world do it. They all do it. It's how they blend those motions together to create that effortless ball striking. I'm going to show you an awesome drill to do for this that gets it in seconds just like that. You'll feel it and then you'll be able to do it straight away, which is great. But I want you to see side by side what we see amateur golfers do, and with this move, so you can see how different it looks with just one small adjustment, and that's that left hip staying down. Okay, let's dive into a comparison. So on the left is a hip staying down and turning, and on the right is what amateurs normally do. So let's get into it. This is a game changer. So starting here on the left, the hips, what I call bumping down to the left. We can see the left side staying lower than the right with the hip bone. So we can see here as we're coming through, lovely bit of shaft lean compression. You can see how my angles are really maintaining. Look at the lovely extension of that trail wrist. That's brilliant. Where when we look through here on what the amateurs do, so we see the hips now bumping, so where the lead hip gets higher. So this is where a lot of golfers who try to do their old bump and turn, okay, that does not work. So what we're going to see here, a little flip, a little scoop, a little over release, even a touch of a chicken wing there, where when we compare that to impact, for as close as we can get it, look at the difference there. Hugely, hugely different. So that's going to be compressed on the left and not on the right via one move. So now watch this too. So, okay, I'm going to draw a line through the middle of the stance on both. This is going to be your ball, then turf contact. So let's have a look here. So right, on to the left. So see how that body is shifting. See how there, that red line that was through the middle of the stance to the top is now through the right side, the right leg, head still on it, and it's through the right chest. That means the low point is getting after the ball and we're hitting ball than turf. Whereas if we look here for what amateurs do on the right, we can see the hip bumping, upper body moving back. That means the low point is going to be getting behind the ball. You're going to be hitting terrible strikes. Again, if we get ourselves to impact, look at how different these two impacts look. I mean, we're just a hair, millisecond short on the left of impact, but look at that. Look at the difference in the head. Hugely, hugely different. One's going to be compressed, the other one's not going to be. Let's have a look at the down the line angle, as there's huge things to take away from that too. Okay, let's dive into the down the line. Hugely different. So again, on the left is the hip staying down, left hip down and around. Watch this. This is a very good move that this produces. So you can see the lovely rotation of the body, hips opening up, chest opening up, hand path exiting low and left with a very stable club face, the club exiting underneath the shoulder plane, which means a lovely stable move, lovely extension of the arms. Great. So such a crucial move to be able to turn the body. And look at how naturally the shaft starts to shallow as we do that, because this is left hip going down the round. Then if you leave your arms alone, you're going to get this lovely natural shallow. Okay, so let's have a look here on the right what amateurs do. So if you're a bump and then turn, You're going to get the bump, but you're not going to get the turn. So what it's going to do, we know that upper body starts to move back away from the target. The club path is going to drop under, and you're going to swing out towards the right there with all that hand action. So that's not a natural release. That is just the swing going way out to the right. Lots of hand wrap over, no control of the club face. You're going to be hitting it high, and you're going to be hitting it very short and very drawy or pushy out towards the right with that move. Whereas again, look at the difference in this exit pattern compared to here. Awesome. That's what we need more of. We need more of that lovely move through the golf ball. All this difference is just from the left hip staying down and turning around, bumping down and left. So without me saying any more, let's get to a drill to get you doing it. So as we can see, huge difference, and logically how much it makes sense with this, getting yourselves to hit much better ball striking. So like I said, here's the drill. So with the drill, I've been doing this with students for years, and it works like a charm. So all we do is we get an alignment stick, we put it through our belt loops, tiny bit on the right, a lot on the left. So we don't want you here, we want you there. Okay, so all we're trying to do here is get this stick angling down as we're turning in the downswing. So that's where I get my students to do this, pushing the stick down and around. So that's really going to give you the feeling big time. So I'm getting the stick to go down and around. Oh, just immediately it gives you that great ball striking, because like we said, it's blending the shift and turn together, which is notoriously two hard things to do at the same time. So that's where I'd really recommend golfers to do this a ton. Like we said, it's going to even help you with your shaft pitch in the downswing. Now, when you do this motion as like a practice swing, you will look like you're swinging over the top, and it will feel like that as well. But that's just because of when you're having no golf ball there, gravity isn't helping you to get the hand path down because there's no ball you're hitting. So that's where I'd recommend, of course, if you see that and it looks a little bit crazy, it's a bit of a feel versus real also from there. So let's talk about a good practice structure to get this blending into your swing straight away. So, okay guys, now you're in your practice station, you've got this in your belt loops, here's how you're gonna separate and kind of segment your practice. I want you to have 5 golf balls. So we've got 3 here that we're gonna do with a drill, and the 2 that we've got there, we're not doing with the drill. So, okay, this is such an important thing. Again, I do this with all my students for really nice, quick, and of course, speedy swing changes. So when we're doing the 3 with the drill here, we're really trying to get those feelings, really trying to turn the volume up on the feel. So really getting that stick to go down and around, disappearing around me as it's going and angled down. Okay, so that's 1. So again, really trying to get that feeling. I'd recommend in between these shots, practice swings, really getting the motion, hitting it into a net, super good. So that's why today I'm in the net, is because when we're practicing little bits of technique in this, we don't really care about ball flight too much to start off with, even though it will be a lot better, but just so we can concentrate on that motion. So down the round, just like you can see here. Now another one. Oh, lovely strike. 3rd one, okay, same thing. Down, around and turning. Let's have a good motion on it. Oh, lovely, really good. Okay, so now we take this away. And ultimately, we just want to replicate the feel. So now we do the same thing with our practice swings, down and around, that feeling, that motion, quite slow, quite exaggerated, brilliant. Feel that into the golf ball. Okay, so first one. As you can see, all those strikes sounding really good. So second one here. Now this is really important. This second one, we don't want to hit more without the drill when we're practicing than this. Because why that's the case is because if we do a 3rd one, we would have completely lost the feel. So that's where we repeat that process. We don't want to be wasting time when we're practicing. We want to be making it, of course, if we've only got 15 minutes available, we want to use all those 15 minutes with this structure, and you're going to be getting it into your swing a lot quicker because you're applying the feel from the drill, and you're also, of course, doing more reps with the drill than you're doing without. So you're training subconscious and training the feel into the swing. Great thing with this though, like we said in the title, it gives you such a strong feel, you will get that feeling like that in seconds. So that's where it's not exaggerating. This is a really good one. When I work on this with students, it doesn't take them long at all to be able to get this move, and you see the result really quickly. If you're not getting hip tilt, oh, look at that. I absolutely recommend you to do this. If you're struggling with your ball striking in general, Absolutely do this. If you can't get that shift and turn together, do this drill. If you're struggling with a little bit of power, a little bit of compression, do this drill. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, click that like button if you want more golf instruction just like this. Hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button too to be notified every time I put a video. And if you want me to work with you one-on-one, we can absolutely do that over on Skillist. There's a link in the description and we can get to work.